Hey guys, it's Sean here, and in this video, I want to talk about buying a domain for your business. Now, you can totally use the workspace.floatfunnels.com name that you picked out and you get for free with FloatFunnels. But as you're growing your business, it's much more professional when somebody clicks on an ad and they're redirected to healthinsurance.com versus healthinsurance.floatfunnels.com, okay? And so we totally recommend that you get a domain. It's $10 or $12, something really, really cheap, and it's easy to do. Now, you don't necessarily have to buy a domain for every single niche that you're in. However, if you are going to use a domain, you want to keep it very generic, right? Like if I want to use a domain for health insurance, for rent-to-own homes, for auto warranty, for burial insurance, I better have a domain that is super generic that I can use over and over and over again. So you could just come out to a website called Business Name Generator, and you could try to put keywords in here like maybe like, I don't know, offer, hub, or something around deals, right? What I would stay away from, guys, is like make money or anything super hypey, like get rich now, like that's just not a good website to have. Even deals is a little so maybe something that's like a hub, right? So maybe we could say something like savings hub. Okay, let's see what comes up here. And we have unique savings hub right here. We have, let's see here, savings. I'm just looking at some funky savings hub. Let's get out of here. Pioneer Savings Hub, Pearly Savings Hub, Minute Saving, Quirky Savings Hub. Okay, you can just go and like find some names like that. The Saving Hub Nest, and then you maybe even get some. Nest. That's an interesting word. So maybe we'll have like the Savings Nest. You know, already think of a logo of like a bird, like a cool bird in a nest, and going from there. Okay, and then what I want you to do is come over to Float Hosting. This is our preferred domain purchasing tool. And you can type it in here. So maybe it's thesavingsnest.com. Okay, and click search and see what happens. And if .com's taken, try .net. Perfect. Look at that. It is available. Okay. I wouldn't go past .net or .co. I mean, my most profitable website ever is actually a .net. So don't get caught up on the .com version of things. But you also don't want to have weird like .biz or .site or something like that. They just don't convert as well. So .com is preferred, .net and .co is totally okay as well. All right. The other thing you could do in the business name generator if you want to go niche specific, okay, you could literally type in something like health insurance and see what comes up there. Okay, we got Health Advocate. We got Insurance Warrior. That's kind of cool. So we can come back out to Flow Hosting and we can try Insurance Warrior. This would be kind of cool because you could actually leverage this as like a generic insurance website, right? So let's see if that works. Okay, insurancewarrior.net is available. So if I want to buy it, I would click buy. All right. And I'm not going to walk you guys through the process of how to buy a domain. Really, it's a matter of anything else you've done online. You're on a shopping cart. Don't worry about ID protection. Don't worry about name servers. Just go to continue. Okay. And from there, you go to the checkout screen and just go ahead and enter in your payment details and you're good to go. Now, if you already have a Float Hosting account, many people already do, you would just log into your Float Hosting account first, okay, and purchase the domain inside there. And then it's very important, like we said before, that you signed up for Float Funnels with the email that matches your Float Hosting account. That way we can easily connect our domains. Now, one thing I want to do before we go is you always want to check that there's no trademark on the name before you buy the domain. So I'm in the trademark tool here, and all you literally got to do is, let's say I wanted to buy Insurance Warrior. I would type it in here. I would submit a query, and I'm looking for two things. One, I would see a page that says no records exist, all right? And that would look something like, if I just did this, right? No records exist. That's good. That means we can use this trademark. Insurance Warrior, however, if you saw a page that was like this and it all said that the status was dead, that would be fine as well. However, we see 2 live trademarks. They are called the Warrior Insurance Network. It's a little different from Insurance Warrior, so you'd want to just click on it and read a little bit about it. They do sell insurance services, so you might want to stray away from a domain like this because it is just a little bit too similar to Warrior Insurance Network, and I don't want to get you guys sued, okay? But maybe we could check out the Savings Nest and see what that one looks like. Perfect. That would be totally fine, okay? So always err on the side of caution. I think that's a little bit important. We definitely don't want anybody getting sued for picking a name of their business that was already trademarked. Don't overthink this, guys. I have made tons of money. I had a Shopify store called survivalexperts.net that was highly successful. I've had many rent-to-own sites that are like rent-to-own-helper.co that have done really, really well. Don't overthink it. Try to stay generic, something that you can use for a bunch of niches. And then as you find a niche that works for you, buy a domain around that niche because it will convert better. Domains are like $10 to $15. I don't want you buying hundreds of them, but as you get a niche that is successful, for the 10 or 15 bucks, make the purchase, okay? And then again, use Float hosting. It connects directly with Float funnels, and try to make sure that your Float funnels email and your Float hosting email are the same. If you already have Float hosting, log in, buy your domains that way, okay? That's it for this video. See you on the next.